Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about different scholarships that are available under central government and state government scheme for SC, ST, OBC and minority students. This video I've divided it into three parts. In the first part, I'll be talking about OBC students scholarship. In the second part, I'll be talking about minority students and their scholarships. And in the third part, I'll be talking about scholarships that are available for SC, ST students. So let's see what are the different scholarships that are available for OBC students and what do the eligibility criteria look like. So here, in order to check the eligibility criteria and what are the different scholarships available, you need to visit the Google page and type BCWD scholarship, which is called as Backward Classes Welfare Development Scholarship. So once you enter this, you will be directed to this page where you can either choose a Kannada website or English website, and by choosing the website it will further direct you to this page where you will be shown this link, okay, which you need to choose and select, and which will further take you to the actual website. Once you are in this website, you will be seeing a lot of options here. So out of these options, you can choose the scholarship option. Under that option, you will be seeing these sub options, okay, namely pre-matric scholarships, post-matric scholarship, and Vidya Siri and fee exemption scholarship. So you will not be eligible for the pre-matric scholarship since you have passed 10th or you are a post-matric student. So the first one is only for the below 10th standard students. But you can apply for post-matric, Vidya Siri and fee exemption. Now in the coming slides, we will look at each of these scholarships that are available for OBC students, and let us also check the eligibility criteria and the selection of procedure for this. So this is the page for post-matric scholarship, first one. So if you look at the eligibility criteria here for OBC students, the student has to be a citizen of India and permanent resident of Karnataka, first. Second, the student needs to be studying in recognized government, private or aided, unaided college. Third, the student, if he or she is admitted in government hostel or residential college, you or she will not be applicable for this post-matric scholarship. So basically, you shouldn't be staying in a government hostel. Fourth, if you are a category 1 student, the annual income of the family shouldn't cross 2.5 lakh. And for 2A, 3A, 3B students, it shouldn't be 1 lakh. So you can observe here, this post-matric scholarship is only for category 1, category 2A, 3A and 3B students. And here comes the marks. So if you are a fresh applicant, the percentage that you scored in 10th standard for category 1 should be 40, and for the remaining category students should be 50%. And for the renewal, which is for second year, third year students, for category 1 is 50% and for 2, 3A and 3B is 60%. The next eligibility that we have here is courses not more than once. So this basically means if you taken admission for a particular course once and you failed and you've taken re-admission, second time admission, it is not applicable for you. You will not be eligible. The next point here is 2 male members from a family only. This means if you are 3 brothers in a family, only 2 brothers can be applicable or eligible for this scholarship. Okay, this is only for the boys, and for the girls, even if you are three or four sisters, you can, all of you can apply for the post matric scholarship. Okay, so this is eligibility criteria for this scholarship, and it will basically remain same for the other two, which will also check once we go to the remaining slides. Okay, so let's look at the procedure of selection here. Okay, as I told you, this page you only get the eligibility criteria for each scholarships. Okay, so for applying for this scholarship, you need to visit the e-software or EPASS website, which I'll show you in the next slide. Okay, after you visit EPASS website, you can apply or fill application on that website by providing some basic information like caste certificate, income certificate, previous marks card of 10th standard, and IFSC code of your bank and bank account number. And after submitting all this thing, you can do the final submission of the application online. Once this is done, you will be getting an acknowledgement, which printout you can take and finally submit it at the college that you are studying in. Once you submit the application at the college that you are studying, most of your work is done, because the college will take care of the verification and confirmation of the application at the institute level. Then further it gets checked, confirmed, verified at taluk level, and it gets checked and verified at district level. And finally, based on the grant allocated for that year and based on your merit and marks, if you are eligible, you will definitely get the scholarship. So this is how it is for post matric, the first scholarship that is available for OBC students. Second scholarship that we have for OBC students is fee exemption. In this scholarship, basically, some of your fees will be exempted or reduced or given a refund. Okay, so this will not be your entire fees, this will be 40% or 50% of your fees. Okay, here the eligibility goes like this, which as I told you is mostly same. Resident of Karnataka, student should be studying in recognized college, but the income limit for category 1 here is 1.5 lakh, not 2.5 lakh, and for category 2A, 3A, 3B is 1 lakh. It remains same. Next, the percentage will also remain same for both the category OBC students, and the two male members from a family rule also remains same. And you may think which fee is exempted. It is not just your college tuition fees, this is also available for your lab fee, exam fee, sports fee, and other library fees. Next, this is for blind students here. For blind students, the fees or the scholarship is fixed, which is mentioned here according to the group of course that individual student chooses. So group A, group B, this basically means PUC or BSc, it depends on the course. If you're wondering diploma, it comes under group D. Okay, so this is the rate fixed for the blind students, but for OBC students, it mainly depends on the grant allocated. The third OBC scholarship available is Vidya Siri. Under this scholarship, the student will be given food and accommodation, or he'll be given 1,500 per month for 10 months, which is 15,000 per annum or 10 months. Okay, so here the eligibility again remains same mainly, but the only important eligibility here is that the student shouldn't be living in any government funded or government hostel. If the student is living in government funded hostel or government hostel, then he or she will not be applicable, available for this scholarship, which is Vidya Siri, which is 15,000 per year. And the rest of the criteria will remain same for all the students. Okay, and the percentage has to be 75% in terms of attendance, and in terms of marks it has to be 40-50 for category 1 and 50-60 for category 2A, 3A and 3B. And the grant, once it is allocated for the respective year, the distribution of grant goes like this, which is 15% for category 1, 53% for category 2A, 14 and 18 for 3A, 3B is the grant allocation or distribution. Now the procedure of applying again remains same. Visit EPASS software, submit your online application and take a printout of the acknowledgement that you get after final submission and hand it over to your college at the office section. Next it gets checked and verified and the grant or the scholarship will finally be given to you. Now in case you're wondering what is this EPASS software, it is nothing but a website under the address karepass.cgg.in. So you visit this website and you will be directed to this page where you will get this notification on the notification bar, through which you can directly enter the application page, or you can always look for a fresh copy or renewal option for each individual students. Okay, so this is how it is for OBC students. Now in the next slide, let us look at the scholarship that is available for minority students. So for minority students, you need to visit the National Scholarship Portal, which comes under the central government. So once you visit this page, you will be directed to this home page over here. And if you look for this central scheme, under this you will get an option named Ministry of Minority Affairs. So once you choose this, you will be directed to this page over here, and you will be looking at different scholarships that are available. So there is scholarship for pre-matric students, there is scholarship for post-matric student. So since you are in post-matric course, you will be choosing this, and the eligibility criteria for this will be percentage 50% in 10th standard, and the family income should be under 2 lakh per annum. And that's pretty much it for eligibility for the minority students. And the selection procedure will be two types: one is fresh copy and one is renewal copy. Fresh for the first year students, and the renewal application for the second year, third year students. So for the first year fresh students, the selection procedure, in case you're wondering, will be mainly dependent on the income for the first time. And then once you are in second year, it is mainly dependent on income and percentage. So this means that the focus is more on the poverty for the minority students, and the percentage is not really considered for the minority students, whereas the income is taken into consideration. Okay, but make sure your percentage remains 50% then on. Next, the rate of scholarship is again distributed according to the course that you choose. So if you choose PUC or class 11 12, it will be 7,000 per annum, and if you are choosing a technical course or vocational course, it will be 10,000 per annum, and for UG PG courses graduation, it will be 3,000 per annum. So there is more conditions here for the scholarship, which I think will be same as we discussed earlier. So here the student has to be studying in 12th or 11th or polytechnic or other course, and the income certificate needs to be issued from competent authority. That means you need to have a valid income certificate, and you also need to have a valid community certificate in case you are Muslim or Christian. And the percentage in case of renewal applicant has to be 50% marks in previous semester, and 2 students from the family. Let me read this: scholarship will not be given. So here this again will remain same, maximum of 2 students from a family. And in the case of minority scholarship, this is same for even the girls, not just boys. So if there are 3 sisters, I think only 2 sisters will be applicable for this. and the attendance in your college has to be maintained, which is 75% as you all know. And if you are a migrated student from one college to another college, if you do change of college, this will not be applicable and it will be cancelled in your case. Next, the mode of applying is very simple. You just have to visit the NSP portal, which I have shown here. Visit NSP portal, look for a fresh application or renewal application or the notification bar, and you can apply it from here. And make sure you have all the required documents with you. Next, on the same page, for OBC and other category students, there is one more scholarship I would like to mention. It comes under Ministry of Labor and Employment. So this scholarship is for the children of BD workers, or it is for the children of iron ore or manganese ore workers, or it is for the children of limestone worker. So in this scheme, basically you need to be the children of BD worker, iron ore worker, and you need to have the labor's card. Okay. So if your parents are having the labor's card, you can apply for this scheme or scholarship. Okay. So that is your first eligibility. The second eligibility is the income limit should be 10,000 per annum, not more than 10,000. And there is no percentage here. You just need to pass in your 10th standard or previous semester. If you are having the labor's card, you can always apply under central scheme. Okay, so that's all for the eligibility. Remaining will remain same, which is you need to study in a recognized university, and it will remain same. And the documents required here will be a photocopy and your labor's card and mark sheet and other required certificate. You can always pause the page and have a look. And the rate of scholarship here will be 2,400 for PUC, for ITI 10,000, for degree courses 3,000, and for professional courses it will be 15,000 for you. So this comes under the Labours Act, the Ministry of Labours, and you can always apply here. And this is not just for minority, everybody can apply for the second one. Okay. Next, let us look at the last part of this video, which is for SC/ST students. Okay, so for SC/ST students there is a separate website, and the name of the website is SSP Scholarship Portal, which is nothing but State Scholarship Portal. So for SC/ST students you need to visit SSP Portal, and you can choose this option. It will direct you to this web page, and you need to fill an application here and submit. In case you're wondering what is the eligibility criteria, I have downloaded it from the downloads page here, and the eligibility criteria is the very simple. The application method is very simple. So you need to note down this link here. After you note it down, you need to visit this link. After you visit this link, you need to create your account there. After you create your account, you will be given ID and password. It will be a one-time ID password, and it will be used forever in your future renewal procedure. And you need to fill the application by choosing basic category, like your caste and marks and other things. So by filling all the required details, your application will finally be submitted. Okay, and the percentage is not there in the case of SC/ST. There is no percentage limit, but there are some other limits that you need to note down. So for example, here if you are a student let me read this out. Students studying in courses other than PUC ITI. So this is not applicable for you. This is only for the students who are studying other courses, not Polytechnic, not ITI, not PUC. They need to get their application. They need to get their mark sheet e-attested. Okay. So this is not applicable for you. Don't worry. Next, if you look here, um, if you are a, if you belong to a defense or army family, you need to upload your personal service certificate and get it e-attested. Now, what is this e-attested? You need to visit this app, this link over here, and you need to upload it there and get it e-attested. So once you get e-attested, you will be given an ID which you can use while filling your main application form. Okay, so basically, if you are belonging to a defense family, get your defense certificate e-attested. And similarly, if you belong to SC, ST and your annual income of family is between 2.5 and 10 lakhs, you again need to upload your parents' salary certificate and get it e-attested again from the same link. So after you do this, only if you come under this criteria, it will generate you with an ID which you can refer at the time of filling the application. So if your annual income is below 2.5 lakh, you need not worry, okay? And the percentage criteria is not there in the case of SC ST. You just need to pass. Similarly, and during your first application applying, you are a first year student of Polytechnic, you need to make use of your SATS ID. This will be your identification number, which is your SATS ID from 10th standard, SATS ID. And if you are a second year, third year student, you can use your Polytechnic registration number as your ID. Okay, so this is how it is for the SC ST students. Once your document is filled, and you can choose the post matric scholarship, and you can submit your document, and you can take the acknowledgement printout, okay, of your post matric scholarship, and then you can submit it at the college, or you can keep it for future reference. So dear students, I hope I am clear with these three very common scholarships that are applicable, available for SC, ST, minority and OBC students. Now lastly, there is a note here. Make sure that your Aadhaar number is linked to the bank account, and in case your phone number you're carrying, link that as well. So main thing is your Aadhaar and bank account number needs to be linked. Okay, so the scholarship that you will be receiving, you will be receiving it directly to your bank account. So make sure you link this, and I hope I am clear with all the scholarships. If there is any doubt, you can always contact the office section of college. Thank you.